Be the fam, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. Be the fam, that's what they call me.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Real Hicks Family. You know that YouTube family.
Believe it.
Yes, it's your girl Jay, and I'm here with my husband.
The cutest man in America, Trey. How y'all doing, everybody?
Yes, so today we are going to be discussing marriage advice for newlyweds.
Such a pivotal topic and such a fragile topic, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was one of those people be like, man, look, nothing's gonna change. It's no different. This, that, and the third. I was wrong. I'm gonna be the first to tell you I was wrong.
Yes, but before we get into the first topic, if you're new to this channel or if you haven't already subscribed,
shame on
you hit that subscribe button.
Shame on you.
And hit the bell down below. Make sure you share, like, and comment down below. If you have a suggestion for the Real Hicks Family, comment down below. Or if you have a question or something that you're going through and you need answers, comment down below.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's
Yes.
so pivotal for us to reach out to you guys, and I'm saying that because it's so many things that we can relate to with us being a blended family and also being newlyweds. It's so many challenges that we go on a daily basis, so we do better than to share this with you, or the people of the world who's going through the same type of thing. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first topic.
So our first topic would be putting God first.
Absolutely.
So
Totally.
just to give y'all a little background, very first date me and Trey had, we said, and it was a mutual thing, I think it came out from like both of us just like blurted out at the same time. We made a commitment to put God first in not only our relationship, but in everything that we do.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you a little backstory before that. See, she didn't even know the details out. See, this is where that compromising thing come into play, but that's later on in the video. But check this out. See, she just gave y'all half the story so she can get kind of the glory for everything. So what's going on right now? First of all, she cooked us some cocktails. She hooked us up with some cocktails just to go through the video because it's gonna get a little deep.
Yes, Trey's drinking Crown Apple with a splash of cranberry juice because he don't like all that of juice. And I am I'm drinking Crown Peach with peach schnapps. And I don't know if I said that right, but oh well, y'all know what I mean. And a splash of lemonade.
There it is.
Yes.
So getting back to my story, when me and Jay first met, me being on my path of being a God-fearing man, I told her, she's waking up too many wounds right now. No pun intended to all the other women out there who are chasing God-fearing men, but that comes with a what's the word I'm looking for? It comes with a stipulation. Okay. And I'm saying stipulation because let's face it, women rule the world, and I'm saying that because I'd rather not go into that too deep, but let's just say women rule the world. For all the fellas and all the gentlemen out there, you know what I'm talking about. But when you're a God-fearing man like myself, I will say the first or second conversation that I had with Jay is that I told her, I don't care what you want or how you want to move, or not about how I want to move or whatever the case may be. If God don't put it on my heart to move a certain way, I'm not doing it. I don't care how much you cry, how much you stump, how much you try to make a fit. Just sit on that for a second, because women just in general know how to control certain things. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying they know how to get their way. But when you put God in front of her, it's a whole nother ball game that a woman has to adjust to. It's not about what I want or what she wants. And I will tell you right now, we won't have the house that we have today. We won't have the things, the job that we have today if it wasn't for that statement alone.
Yes. So make sure you put God first in front of everything, or whatever your religion is, put that first before everything, and watch the blessings just unfold.
Absolutely. So take the selfishness out of the relationship and put something of a higher power in front of it and watch them move miracles.
Absolutely. Now, moving on to the second topic, which is always making time for each other.
Oh.
I feel like this is so important to make time for each other because you don't want to lose sight of why you first got together. You don't want to lose that spark, that romance, that chemistry. You want to, in essence, date your wife or date your husband.
And with that being said, I'm going to take this as a plug and say I want to shout out to my best friend Ray and my cousin Chris. I can show you a text message right now. He told me never stop dating her, man. I didn't understand it then. But trust me, I understand it now, man. I promise you, man. And with that being said, even as you see right now, we're coming up on a year, actually a little bit over a month from now.
Yeah.
To this day, I still call her queen. And it's not just because it's year one, it's because, like I said, I truly believe in my heart the time that this woman came into my life, it was absolutely pivotal. I'm gonna get into that in another video, but I want to say thank you, Chris, and thank you, Ray, for telling me
Yes.
to keep her happy. And I'm saying keep her happy because I still call her my queen. I wake up, morning queen, thank you, queen, not wife or Jay or whatever the case may be. I still want to make her feel like the throne that she's on. You know what I mean?
Yes, he does. And he is my king. And I'm gonna just throw out a little fun fact for y'all. He mentioned that we're coming up on our first year wedding anniversary. Yes, we are still newlyweds ourselves.
Yeah.
And just a little fun fact for all you newlyweds out there, your first year of marriage is known as paper. Paper is symbolic to your first year of marriage because you're starting out on a clean sheet and you're getting to know that person and their habits and everything else, and paper can easily be destroyed.
Right.
So it's up to you whether to make or break your marriage.
Absolutely.
And paper does not represent divorce papers.
All them IOUs, I'm sorry, prenups.
Yes, that is a no-no. But that's just a little fun fact for y'all. If y'all want to look up more information, just Google search
Wedding anniversary meetings.
yeah, for each year.
Actually, my mother-in-law, shout out to my mother-in-law, Miss Lisa, I love you. She said, one day we went by the house and she said, man, what are y'all doing for y'all anniversary? Like, what y'all getting each other, something like that. And I'm like, man, shit, some deodorant, some socks or something like that, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
but she made the clause of saying, you know, the first year of marriage represents paper. And I was like, what? Like, what you talking about, a piece of paper? But if you actually think about it, how fragile your marriage and your relationship is when the first year of anything. Yeah. So it's just 10 times over when you're talking about a marriage.
Yeah, because everybody don't get that honeymoon phase. And sometimes you get that honeymoon phase and it's over just like that. But paper is symbolic because it can easily be destroyed. And it doesn't matter if you crumble up that piece of paper, because guess what? When you unravel it and you spread it out, it's still intact. So it's okay if it crumbles, as long as you keep it intact.
True, very true.
So without further ado, we're gonna go and jump into our next topic. Picking your battles and compromising.
I'm parched.
Yeah, drink up. Need some help?
Fellas, I'm gonna represent us as much as I can. Guys, women and men can be petty. And I'm saying petty, but I really mean selfish. Meaning, when you come from two different ends of the earth, two different ways of cities or whatever the case may be, you have a certain way of doing things.
Absolutely.
So when that way of doing things doesn't coincide with the other way of doing things, that's
I don't know what you're talking about.
Picking your battles, man. Understanding, is it really worth it, man? I would tell you right now, we are in month 11.
The answer is no. I'm sorry. Is it really worth the argument? No.
No.
Let me just clarify
It's
this.
not. Fellas, it's not. I'm not saying that because she's sitting next to me.
We are not perfect.
Not by any means, shape, or
We make mistakes. We argue just like any other couple. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been petty. Some things that we argued about, I probably shouldn't have argued about. I know I shouldn't argue about it, but I did it anyway.
The first step of knowing you have a problem is admitting it. Carry on, sweetheart.
Anyways, this stubborn man over here has
Yes.
a problem too.
Yes, I am. I'm an Aries, and if anybody doesn't know, I'm a Ram. So that's still kind of self-explanatory. And I'm not saying that because I'm not selfish in the way of my own self. My wife will tell you right now, if I had $5 in my pocket, I would not buy myself a damn thing.
That is true. You would give me the $5.
I'm not selfish in that sense of looking out for others before I look for myself. But when it comes to us in an argument, that's where all my money going to. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to do nothing else. But
The man's stubborn.
she's the prophecy when it comes to that. And I'm saying she's the prophecy because I promise you, and I put this on everything that I love. Every time I got in a hard argument or something that meant something, at least to me, I didn't want to be nowhere near my partner.
No, he did tell me that.
And the sweetest thing this woman told me, she's like, even if we're not speaking, I still want to feel you in the bed next to me. And I'm like, man, this girl is crazy.
It's not crazy. It's
And I'm gonna shed a little light onto it, man. I was speaking to a coworker, or maybe it was a family member. He was like, man, what? You better not ever let that woman walk out your life. And it took some time for me to really think about that. And if the essence of a woman wants you to feel you next to her, even when y'all not on the same level or same emotional path at that time,
best of terms.
that's a beautiful thing. And me evolving as a man, I had to understand it. And also being newlyweds,
Yep.
that's a big no-no. And I'm saying that because when you go through those troubling times, it's a test. It's always a test.
Yep. And I'm gonna just say this. I am a Taurus. I am bullheaded and stubborn. If y'all don't know the meanings of the sign Taurus, Google it.
Pinky up.
Go ahead. But I have my stubborn ways too. So, I mean, sometimes I love them. Sometimes I love them from a distance.
Believe that. So without further ado, let's jump into our next topic.
So our next topic kind of goes in what we just talked about. Going to sleep mad at each other.
Whoo!
I'm guilty.
I'm guilty every day.
Every day.
I'm just joking.
Y'all, he gonna make me hurt him.
Look, I hang out with a lot of older gentlemen and speak to a lot of older people because I feel like it's a lot of wisdom that they can give to you.
Yes.
And that term is always thrown around, not going to sleep mad. Look, I don't care if you gotta go to work the next morning at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Resolve that before you lay to rest. And I'm saying that because if anybody has ever lost someone within the wrong time frame, I'm gonna just say it like that, meaning you never got a chance to say I'm sorry or this, that, and the third, that will eat you from the inside out.
Exactly. And there's a lot of people that hold themselves accountable because everybody knows tomorrow's never promised. So make sure you treat your loved one with respect and listen to them, learn to compromise, and work it out.
Amen.
If you need to take some time apart, go ahead and take an hour or 30 minutes, whatever, however much time you need, but make sure you get your issue worked out before you lay in the bed and go to sleep.
It's not healthy, people. It's not healthy, and you may not see it right now, but I promise you, you're gonna come back into this comment or this video, and you're gonna say, you know what, that meant something.
Yeah. And last but not least, don't take everything so seriously. I'm guilty. I take everything seriously. Shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, y'all didn't see that. That was a glitch. We gonna call that one. But just don't take everything so seriously in your marriage starting out. I mean, there's a lot of things that's gonna get on your nerves, that's gonna bug you, and you're still learning about your partner as your partner is still learning about you.
The newlywed life is so hard.
Everything is
so
not
hard.
Cupcake. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to this vlog. And if you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you share, like, and comment down below. And once again, it's your girl Jay and my husband
Trey.
Till next time.
Salute, baby.
Okay, bye.